Mr. Dick Lett. Thank you.
I'm not in good form tonight. I'm suffering actually. I've got a severe dose of sobriety, and I wouldn't recommend it to anybody. I mean, I've come all this way and haven't a drop of decent whiskey in the place. Only Scotch. Expect me to apologise to the Scots for that? No chance. Anyway, before I start, I'd like to remind you one thing. I'm the only genuine Paddy on the stage here tonight. I went on with these lads a couple of weeks ago in a golf club, very upper class. Stood in the bar before they came in. The chap came up to me and says, are you a member? I said, no, not really. He said, have you been here before? I said, no. He said, oh, what's your handicap? I said, poverty and a lack of drink. What's yours? Didn't exactly endear me to him, but I was telling him a few jokes. Before I started off, they introduced me, would you believe it, to the local parish priest. I live from Walby. I got talking to him and I found out that we have mutual friends. He came from Listowel in the County Kerry and went to school with an old mate of mine called Davy Gunn, who was a great bower-on maker, the second best bower-on maker in the world, next to me. All these bower-ons you hear in there, I'm afraid I'm responsible for most of them because I showed people how to make them. But I never got around to teaching them how to play. And it's very noticeable. But anyway, as I was telling you, I was talking to this parish priest. And I told him a bit of a story about an old parish priest up in the west of Ireland, somewhere up in Mayo, who was a terrible bad preacher. He was shocking. And the bishop heard him. Thought, I'll have to do something about this. So he went up to him after Mass and he said, there's a great American bishop coming over to preach here in Ireland, and I'd like you to go and listen to him. He's on in Dublin, and we'll get you down there and listen to him. You'll probably learn something. So the old priest went anyway, and this American bishop got up in the pulpit, and he said, dearly beloved brethren, to look at me, you'd never think I spent the best years of my life in the arms of another man's wife. He said, my mother, and went on to preach this wonderful sermon on married life. And the old priest thought that was wonderful. I like the way he grabbed their attention, you know. I'll try that. When he went back to Mayo on the Sunday morning, he got up in the pulpit, and he said, dearly beloved brethren, it might surprise you to know that I spent the best years of my life in the arms of another man's wife. I can't rightly remember who it was, but I think it was the bishop's mother.